Well, it goes to show, if you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust. And she even decided to go after a legend. The legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season. And she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend.
This is getting wild. Courtney Vandersloot finally broke her silence, and it wasn't with soft words. When a 5-time All-Star and 2-time WNBA champion fires back at Angel Reese, it's clear the rookie-turned-sophomore has crossed the line. The Chicago Sky locker room isn't just unsettled, it's cracking wide open. The real question now, is Angel Reese burning bridges faster than she can build them? Controversy has followed her since LSU, and while it used to boost her brand, that act is wearing thin. Because if you're going to go after a legend like Vandersloot, you better land clean. Reese's shot, it completely whiffed. Should the Sky move on from her? Drop your take in the comments.
At this point, it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to.
Let's set the record straight. Courtney Vandersloot is no ordinary vet you can casually disrespect. She's got 5 All-Star nods, 7 assist titles, and 2 championship rings to her name. That resume towers over Reese's highlight reels and viral sideline antics. Yet Reese took shots at Vandersloot's age, questioned her durability, and even implied Chicago shouldn't count on her return. That wasn't just shade. It was a slap at one of the most respected veterans in women's basketball.
Chicago Sky teammates of Angel Reese, Ariel Atkins, Rachel Banham, Courtney Vandersloot, 3 ladies which were targeted in that hit piece that Angel Reese slid underneath the table. Yeah, they responded. Not only did they respond, but the Chicago Sky responded as well.
And really, what was the point? Reese hasn't even logged 2 full seasons in the pros. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, her so-called rival, though most of that rivalry exists in Reese's head, has already become the centerpiece of Indiana, carrying a franchise back into relevance and rewriting league history in real time. Reese, on the other hand, seems more invested in drama than leadership.
We can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, 2-time WNBA champion, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. It's all right, Courtney. It's all right.
The irony? Vandersloot isn't asking for handouts. After tearing her ACL, she's been grinding through brutal rehab and showing nothing but focus and determination to return stronger. The last thing she needed was her own teammate publicly calling her washed. Locker room venting is one thing, but going on record in an interview? That's how you lose respect in an instant.
Well, can Sky Nation expect to see you back here next year?
Oh, absolutely. You know, contrary to what people say or think, my age is absolutely not a factor. I am coming back. I'm going to come back better than ever because that's what I've done. I put myself in the position to come back and compete even at this age.
Better than ever. Thank you so much, Sloot.
Naturally, Vandersloot didn't stay silent. Asked about her future, she cut straight to the point. My age is not a factor. I'm coming back better than ever. No coded tweets, no hints, just a direct response aimed at Reese. Vandersloot showed she's not done, not slowing down, and not letting a sophomore trash her reputation. Reese wanted smoke. Vandersloot gave her fire.
Angel Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. I don't think it was Kennedy Carter that blew that locker room up. I think it was Angel Reese. There, I said it out loud. I think it was continuous drama.
Zooming out, Vandersloot's legacy is already untouchable. She's earned her rings, accolades, and respect. Reese, meanwhile, is still trying to prove she belongs, instead of focusing on growth. She's swinging at legends she hasn't even approached in accomplishments. Vandersloot has more championships than Reese has playoff games. That's not exaggeration, that's reality.
You can tell it's just some turmoil going on in Chicago right now. And it kind of brings up the question, like, what is going to happen with Angel Reese at this point? I think she's done playing.
And of course, the Clark factor looms. Clark, like Reese, has endured fouls, targeting, and nonstop media pressure. The difference? Clark doesn't turn on teammates or veterans. She takes the hits, keeps her head down, and pushes her team forward. That's why she's the face of the WNBA. Reese may own the social media spotlight, but Clark owns a leadership gene, and that's something you can't fake. Meanwhile, the Sky handed Reese a half-game suspension, which is laughable. That wasn't discipline. It was PR. Vandersloot's calm reply only highlighted the gap between professionalism and immaturity.
In the beginning of the season, you was missing mad layups. You was shooting like 27% on layups. I saw Ariel Atkins at the podium holding you down. I didn't see none of your teammates going in the media blasting your ass for not being able to make a damn layup. We haven't seen none of your teammates come out and flame you for how you was missing layups back to back to back to back to back. You had like 8 straight games where these dudes won hundreds of thousands of dollars betting that you would miss your first shot. None of your teammates came out and embarrassed you publicly. They held you down and supported you.
Reese's fans didn't help either. They went scorched earth online, mocking Vandersloot and dismissing her career. It was petty, and it reflected poorly on Reese herself. Like it or not, a fan base becomes part of a player's brand. Clark's fans lift her up and expand her reach. Reese's fans drag legends down and push conspiracy talk. Vandersloot, meanwhile, didn't need a rant. Her resume speaks for itself. By simply stating facts, she looked focused and strong, while Reese looked messy.
I would be highly surprised if Angel Reese is on the Chicago Sky's roster come the start of the 2026 or the 2027 season. The Chicago Sky, they might be saying to themselves, Angel Reese just isn't worth the headache that she is causing. Great rebounder. As for everything else, she's not worth the headache that she's caused.
Here's the bigger issue. Reese claims she wants championships and better teammates. But who's going to sign with a team where the supposed star publicly trashes veterans? Players and agents notice dysfunction, and Chicago looks like a circus right now. That half-game suspension only made the front office look weak, the coach powerless, and the franchise unstable. Add Reese's antics on top, you've got the recipe for a wasted season.
It says here, Tyler Marsh called it a top-down organizational decision, declined to share which comments were viewed as detrimental. Atkins implied the team supported the decision. Ownership handled it how they see fit. She told the Sun-Times, a shooter on Friday, they have full support from our team.
Let's be blunt. Angel Reese is no Caitlin Clark. Not in leadership, not in production, and not in how she represents her team. Clark has already cemented herself as a franchise cornerstone and a driving force in the league's growth. Reese? She's trying to keep from alienating her teammates before her second season even finishes. The constant comparison only makes the gap between them look wider.
Chicago Sky values the safety, respect, and well-being of every player. We are committed to accountability so our players can stay focused on playing basketball. Because of statements detrimental to the team made by Angel Reese during league-mandated media, she will not play in the first half of the game on September 7th against the Las Vegas Aces. This matter has been handled and resolved internally, and we are moving forward as a team.
The WNBA is ruthless. If your drama outweighs your production, teams will move on. Reese is teetering on that edge. Chicago's half-game suspension didn't solve anything. It was a weak attempt to look tough without making a real statement. The Sky won her star power on the court, but the locker room is a ticking time bomb. That's not leadership. It's avoidance dressed up as accountability.
Angel Reese, oh damn, has been assessed with 8 technical fouls, and she will be suspended for Friday game unless it is rescinded. And I'm telling you right now, look, he said it best, her attitude. That mug ain't getting rescinded. Angel Reese has struck out again.
And that's why Vandersloot's words cut so deep. She didn't have to respond, but when she did, she made it clear. Her value isn't up for debate. She reminded the league that veterans matter, leadership matters, and respect matters. Reese thinks she's building her brand, but in reality, she's pushing away teammates, free agents, and maybe even the league itself. One path leads to cornerstone status. The other, to becoming a cautionary tale. Vandersloot drew the line. Respect is non-negotiable. Reese thought she was speaking truth, but all she exposed was her immaturity. Do you think Chicago should keep her or cut ties before it's too late? Sound off in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next.